maybe give up those 2 free crabs, but we talk about all these possibilities. And yes, we are ready to load into the second game of this series between Green Eggs and Spam versus Eggs on Toast.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. Are green eggs going to come out swinging, trying to end this game or end the series once and for all, or will Eggs on Toast bring us to a game 3? We will have to see. Obviously, we did point out win conditions with for both teams, and essentially we're going to have to see which team carries that out better. Obviously, last game, green eggs showed their colors, showing that they can execute on the win condition a lot better. But, every game is different. We might see a different side of Eggs on Toast. We have seen Scibi on this Yummi before, and it was just as oppressive as you thought it would be. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's just as oppressive this time as well.
Yep, exactly. But I mean, if we're looking over at the champions on Green Eggs, they have that one champion with a 100% win rate. That is the Wukong. Honestly, you don't want to be the you don't want to be the first defeat on this Wukong. You never want to be the first defeat on a champion. But yeah, that Wukong is very scary to think about because it's just the avenues that this Wukong can enter from, and we know Junking has been insane with the pathing. So especially with Wukong, that decoy hopping over walls is gonna really catch a lot of people off guard. But we do know this Zeri is absolutely insane over at the top side. But this is very interesting. The Master Yi is starting over at the same side. They were not able to get deep vision into the jungle of this Green Eggs squad, so they do not know that they are starting at the same side. But I won't be surprised to see if this Master Yi is not going to contest for any crab, especially in the early game, because yeah, your team is not going to be able to help you as much as possible. But the Yone starting early, nice dodge there coming out from the Katarina though. Yeah, fancy. But yeah, exactly. As the teams you want to pay attention to, they have the first level 2 here if they are going to fight. But this is Veigar. This Veigar's not gonna be able to do much damage in the early game, but will have an earlier spike. So that's the biggest reason why people pick mages over at the bot lane, and that is because they have the ability to have earlier power spikes, and their items are much more cheaper than much cheaper. Ooh, nice damage here coming out from the wow, this Yummi is super oppressive.
Renata flashing in, pulling back the Veigar. Now the Veigar might have to flash away, gets ignited. Will probably take down here, and first blood over to Trap Ori, getting revenge for the first blood that happened in game 1. Will Yummi fall here? The pullback is available, does not manage to use it. And a TP coming in from Veigar to save the lane state, but that is a huge first blood for Green X's fan.
Very, very important there from the Veigar. Nice poke coming out from NightShifts here on the Yone. So exactly as you expect, but there the Wukong is here.
Wukong is here. They might look for a fight here. Katarina going in. Wukong as well. Flash now used by the Yone, trying to get autos in. Katarina flashing in and securing the kill. That is now 2 kills for Green Eggs. It's spam.
I told you this Wukong has insane entrances of avenues, and this is on the hands of Junking. So the pathing that he went is red buff into the Razor Beaks into Gromp. That does guarantee the fastest level 3 possible for this Wukong, and Wukong not knowing that this Master Yi is here, but will probably not spot it. But they are heading over to the top side.
Here. Zeri is trying to cut out this Irelia. Irelia does have the Q available. Now having to flash away. Wukong and Irelia here. Master Yi is around as well, but Katarina is following. This is going to be a 3v2. They are kiting pretty well here. Flash going in by Master Yi, getting that kill onto Junking. Junking now falling. We do see Zeri trying to go for this, but Flash having to flash away Irelia. Katarina going in, using that Ignite, taking onto Zeri. He managed to get a 1-for-1 so far. Master Yi is trying to fight the Katarina. Master Yi does have the Q available, and Yone going in, and they kill the Katarina as well. 2-for-1 overall. Eggs on Toast come out on top.
Yeah, very big pickup there, and we just saw the potential again of that Zeri on PentaIsMine. Kited that out super well. Yeah, sure, they got the very big pick there, and that's very big for the Master Yi. He wants to scale this early, and knowing that there is the blue up there, they were able to steal that. But yeah, again, I was just praising Junking for the pathing there. And yeah, I mean, it's just really insane how Junking has picked up these really weird avenues.
Oh, they're all looking for Veigar here. Yummi is too far away. Event Horizon now used, but does not catch him. Does manage to get away. Wukong is now going to this, and they're going towards Green Eggs and Spam's side. They are Yummi trying to get some poke here. Veigar trying to get some more damage. Misses the Q, and now Wukong is in this fight as well. Zeri might, or Xayah might fall here to the Yummi autos. Manages to get the bailout. Will they get the takedown in time? But Zeri will fall to Scibi. Scibi grabbing a kill, and Wukong will eventually take him out here. Manages to kill the Yummi. That is a 2-for-0, but falling to a Yummi, that's never gonna feel good.
Yeah, just great understanding there from the bot lane there, knowing okay, we could wait for the tick to come out a little bit, or we can just BM a little bit. You know, just kill him with the hostile takeover still being there. But in the end, they do get the kill there. Very good pickup there for the Yummi. Gets that early app tome, so more damage for this duo here. I won't be surprised to even see if this is gonna be the Luden's Echo Yummi. You know, that just a lot of adaptive force onto these
there's
two.
there's a charm. It's gonna be
Yeah, there is a
it
charm.
looks like it's done.
Yeah, it's most likely gonna be that. But yeah, that was the old way. You know, when you see that Yummi, oh no, Dunking is here again.
Ganking again is still stealth. They are going for the Yone, who's still flashless, mind you. They are looking for this. Renata is here as well, just to secure. Xayah as well. They're just going for this, and he uses the E. They go forward and they manage to secure the kill. Great roam. Random roam by the bot lane, I would say, but once again, Junking making his presence known around this map.
Yeah, knowing their position in the map is really good for their lane to just, you know, make an impact around the map and still come back and not lose anything much to it. Just great roam there coming out from the team, and yeah, they just give more kills over to this Katarina, who has a dark seal with stacks already. This is a 3-in-1 Katarina. That's very scary as well.
Yeah, oh, look for Veigar here. Event Horizon's use pullback does not manage to hit, but Veigar is also not hitting too many abilities. He manages to land that Q. That is quite a big chunk of damage considering how early it is in the game, and Yummi was not attached. But overall, no kills here. We don't see anything as well. So yeah, just the standard skirmish. I do want to point out, Lance, look at Master Yi's CS.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, it's exactly what you expect coming out from the Master Yi, right? You expect this Master Yi to actually give up a lot of like the early scuttle pressure. There is a skirmish here, but it won't go out too much.
Oh, Katarina using a Death Lotus, but the great Fate Sealed onto the Katarina. Ignites a ticking down for both both people, and the shutdown going over, and the Triumph managing to save the Yone. Great solo kill by this Yone onto the Katarina, saving his Fate Sealed until after she uses the Death Lotus. Very smart play from NightShifts. And Zeri, finding out the Irelia, does not have her stacks anymore. It has the Vanguards that should turn, but manages to get away. And that is, you know, as we've mentioned throughout this whole tournament, nature of range versus melee matchup.
Yeah, very interesting there. Actually, very great patience coming out from the Yone here. I mean, this Master Yi is coming over to the bot lane, but should not be having much. It's just covering the bot lane, but oh, they can try to get this.
Oh no, Renata walked into it, but Master Yi's already walking away. Oh, I don't think they expected Renata to walk directly into the cage there.
Yeah, honestly, without a Veigar without mana is not gonna deal much damage here. Wukong is around to try to fight here.
Cyclone is available. They could fight this.
They spot this.
They are looking for something here. They're walking up, but they managed to get away. They don't see the Master Yi just yet. I believe Wukong is not going to check it. Yeah, but Master Yi deciding it's a bit too risky now that bot has the push. Oh, but oh no. Oh no, did it get leashed? Is this a leash? Yone is walking. This might be a fight. Master Yi is walking back to this Dragon. Dragon is now regenerating HP, but it looks like it's going to be a take from EOT. Oh, but we do see the members of Green Eggs moving now. Wukong going in, does still have the Cyclone available. Is playing this a little bit patiently. Yone getting that knockup. Katarina is now moving as well. Going in and stealing it. Great flash in. First Cyclone used. Managed to take down this Master Yi. Taken down by the Renata. The shutdown goes in. Katarina flashing forward once again, trying to go for this Yone. Yone does not have flashes. He used it, and that's a kill for Joso. Great play. Great patience coming out from Green Eggs and Spam.
Yeah, just not really communicating all that well. Nice stun there over to
well,
we forgot that Zeri. That's Zeri. Zeri. But again, there was just a little bit of a miscommunication error there, I guess, over at that Dragon. I mean, the Master Yi giving up on it and then going back to it with the Yone, but knowing that there's no bot lane there, they still decide to go for it. Again, the scaling is the scary part on this EggsonToast squad, so if they're losing this much this early, it's not surprising. But there is an almost 3k gold lead.
Xayah here. Xayah might get taken out here. Does have the cage available. Exhaust now used. They are still going for damage here. Yummi is getting a lot of poke as well as the Veigar. Veigar does. Also, we have the Q available once again, but not enough damage. If those stuns don't hit, if there's not enough mobility denying effects, you know, this Trap Ori can just get away very easily.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Another Event Horizon is set up. They're not hitting it again.
Dodging the W once again, only hitting the Q. I mean, if this trade keeps happening over and over, they will eventually win out. There is a lot of sustain coming up from the Yummi, but you will. Okay, no.
They know Renata is over. I mean, they know that Renata is over the top side. That's why they are trying to bully this out. But again, pushing up the lane is this Yone, who has gotten caught many times already. They are starting this Rift Herald, so they do sniff it out. Yep, there you go. They do sniff it out. but they can't really respond to it because this is a Master Yi.
Oh,
And
Irelia used Vanguard's edge at the top lane. Will have to flash to get away, but manages to get that solo kill onto Zeri. And as that happened, Katarina getting a solo kill onto Yone as well. Yone was spotted out in vision. Master Yi might try to look for something as a return onto Irelia is pathing upwards. They managed to secure the Herald. Master Yi now popping his ultimate, trying to go for this. Irelia managing to get the stun and getting away. The Master Yi is still catching up, still has that available, is going for the Irelia. Irelia getting the Q. Wukong is here, gets that damage reduction, still gets the kill, but first Cyclone used. Master Yi uses Alpha Strike, second Cyclone used, and Master Yi now having to flash away, but the tick damage taking him down 1-for-1. And while there is a shutdown given over, that is still really big for Green Eggs. Zeri using the position to try to get away. Great dodge onto that ultimate from, dodging that primordial burst. Great play by Trap Ori here.
Yeah, I mean, that is exactly what you can do with a Feather Storm. You can dodge out on those big ultimates, especially that primordial burst. You do see it traveling over to you, so you can react, especially this early into the game. But yeah, we saw a lot of kills going over onto the side of EggsonToast there. A solo kill from the Katarina, and who is now leading the gold graph here. But yeah, Joso has been playing out of their mind in the mid lane right now, and of course the solo kill going over to the Irelia. As we said, Irelia does like to melt these marksmen, and yes, it may be a melee versus range. But this is Irelia who does really well against these kinds of matchups because of the dashes. Nice.
Oh, Renata might get caught out here, but not enough damage coming in. Yummi is here, but there's no mana, yeah. As you mentioned earlier, no mana, Veigar can't really do much.
Yep, exactly. And they just wanted to push in that wave. Yeah, sure, they did thin it out a little bit. They didn't put it in.
Katarina go for the soul killer. Once again, waiting for that Death Lotus. Manages to get away using that E to get that damage, taking the Ignite, and now Master Yi through with Highlander. Death Lotus used again, but Master Yi takes down the Katarina as well. You do have the Wukong here as well. Does have Cyclone, but gets away. And yeah, as you mentioned, Zeri solo killed once again on the top side. Earlier you said, oh, this is an Irelia who can blah, 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 blah. You should have just stopped it at this is an Irelia.
Yeah, exactly. Like, honestly, Irelia is that champion who can stick to these, especially with these stacks, and has the ability to stick to the 80 carry. Sure, Zeri has a dash, but without a wall, that dash isn't as big as it is. It's just a short blink over to away from the enemy, but that is an Irelia who can simply just get back, and you can see the gold graph starting to increase as this game does go on. Oh, nice.
Great. Final chapter as well. They are going for this. Hostile takeover used, but Veigar taking out Trap Ori instantly. And that is a great combo. They are going for this. Renata now is slowed by the Veigar having to flash away. Wukong is around. Goes in, flashes in with the cycle. First cast used. They are going to look for a second cast possibly here. Manages to get the Yummi as well, getting away from that primordial burst and grabbing the Veigar, but now Yone has joined the fight. Yone can look for an ultimate here. A very good play here by BenJahMin, making sure to just draw them away from the Wukong, who does have a shutdown. Great team play overall, but I will say EggsonToast grabbing a lot out of the back foot of that.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to give it over to the Yone, but again, this Yone is very behind in terms. Yeah, there you go. Especially if that stun lands, that Zeri would have definitely gone bye-bye. But first turret does go over to Joso here, who is dominating over at the mid lane here. They are starting this dragon on vision, so this is very interesting. I mean, Wukong can just hop over the wall here and try to go for a steal. They know he's here.
They do spot him. They did have the sweeper available. They're slowing this down, but they managed to secure it, and that shutdown going over to Veigar. That is going to be huge for EggsonToast and very good for their scaling.
Very huge indeed. I mean, right now the only person that is... Oh, Katarina is here.
Looking for this, but gets stunned. Master Yi is still around as well. This is a 1v3. Uses that Death Lotus, not taking down enough, and Master Yi is now behind. Katarina going back towards the Master Yi. Master Yi bringing, and great stun by the Renata to stop the Master Yi from going any further. Yone is around if they look to fight this, but they're going to respect each other. And great attempt by Joso, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, this is going to be very important for this Veigar, who is the main... I mean, the only person here in this team that you really could look at and say, yeah, is winning lane here, or at least is going toe-to-toe in lane. But this Irelia is now doing a lot of damage. 2 levels up on the Zeri, has the ability to kill this Zeri, especially with the Vanguard's edge up and 5 stacks. Katarina is here too. They're going for the dive.
They might look for the dive here. Both ultimates are available. Katarina does have the ability to get her ultimate back a lot quicker by nature of her kit. We do see the Irelia taking this wave out instantly. Katarina is still waiting for this. They are going to start this dive. Let's see who's going to tank this. The stun coming through, managing to get onto that. Katarina going in, taking damage as well. Irelia getting away using that reduction. And a cross-map play happening at the same time. TPing away, and now you see the Yone trying to get something, but misses the ultimate onto the Renata. We do still see a lot of damage coming in. Ignite going down, cleansing the Ignite. Xayah using Feather Storm to go forward, and great flash to respond to NightShifts' own flash. Huge play by this bot lane, and huge cross-map play. Overall, 2 for 0 plus 2 towers. Right? Oh no,
yeah,
2
and
Herald
another
charges.
charge. Yeah, and
they might get a second tower here. Yeah.
Yeah, they actually can get that second turret. Oh, and Mastery is on the Yummi now.
He is on to, yeah, he is, and follows through. The Alpha Strike does that, and he just deletes Junking. He is going to chase after this Irelia. Is very confident here. Is diving him on the tower. Great damage reduction coming out, and huge ultimate, but it's not enough. And flashing away, manages to survive. So much healing coming out from this Yummi, keeping this Master Yi alive.
Okay, that looks scary. That looks scary. Okay, that is scary, and this is a scaling team. Yeah, sure, your Yone is 1-6-2, and so is your Zeri, but your Master Yi was just able to do that with a turret up, basically not even having any damage. And again, you have these two carries in Master Yi and Veigar.
Ooh, they are looking for the Zeri here. Zeri having to flash away now. Katarina is still on the chase, going for this, and now uses that wall. Very great use of the E to get away from that. It looked like an almost doomed situation, but great presence of mind from PentaIsMine.
Yeah, I mean, as Zeri and as Yone
Yone is getting... Okay.
This Yone is every time we look over the Yone is never at the side of his turret. But yeah, this Yone and this Zeri, just you want to put them at the side lane right now. You want them to be the one that is receiving this side lane income and EXP, because they are the two carries that you want to feed this gold over to. Because I mean, your Yi is fed, so is your Veigar, and you don't want these two to be too far behind once team fights do start happening. We saw the ability of this Kraken Master Yi. Oh, they're going for...
Yone going in, does have the E, manages to get stunned by the Renata, and Renata using that Shirelius to chase this, but great ultimate by the Yone. Too bad he doesn't do enough damage and just take it out instantly. That was a huge ultimate, but just unfortunate they didn't have the damage to follow up.
Very interesting. They're not electing to go for Q2 to have that dash over the wall. Instead, just goes back to the E immediately, but not knowing that Katarina was there. They should be able to get this Rift Herald for free if no one responds to this.
Master Yi's around. They could look for it. They could look to fight this. They elect to give it up. They understand that there are a lot of members there. Yone was just picked off, but Master Yi pushing out this mid wave. This Master Yi is scary. Could we hover over the Master Yi and see his AD real quick? Is that 3... 5...
Is that 521?
Yeah, I think I saw 500. Oh my god, Yummi is a champion.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and they get caught out having a flash wave, but final chapter used great use of the of the Renata ultimate, but it's not enough. And that's actually a very interesting interaction. You can't auto attack the Yummi because she's untargetable.
And so he's just going to attack his own team, so that is actually going to be very interesting. But this Yi is the bulk of the gold of this EggsonToast squad, so they are still not far behind. Nice usage of the W there. There is a dragon coming up in 20 seconds. They will come back and respawn, but they have the tempo here. They have the ability to ward up and catch people off guard here. But as this master is doing a lot of damage.
Catching people off guard. Junking might get caught.
Yeah, Junking might get picked up here and going to be safe here. Can use this blast cone over the wall, but this Master Yi is just absolutely popping off, and this is only in the mid game. Imagine with more items. Yeah. And this is actually Bronze Exodia happening in front of our eyes. This and it's a 1-7 Yone too, and they are still going toe to toe. Oh, he steals it!
What a steal! What a steal! He just saw that instantly flashed in and smite. Whoa! Whoa! That okay, insane. I mean, they are still scaling, but that was such a huge play by Junking there.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, sure, that was a second. That's a second dragon, but it's very important for the stacking. But you, as Pentakill Viego, there you can't help but feel bad that you did not have smite in that moment. Great understanding from Junking there, though. But yeah, this Master Yi is looking extremely scary. Rabadon's also completed onto this Veigar. So, I mean, if you are Yummi, I really want to see with the Yummi attached how much AP this Veigar does have. So, you know, as this Yone and Zeri, you kind of just want to just say, you know what, we'll take care of this part of the game right now. You farm the side lanes. You guys get big. Get your second item by the 4th dragon fight, and that's gonna be very important. Immortal shield bow on both of these carries, so this is gonna be very big in the next fight. The next fight probably will be for this Baron dance. If not, it's for the dragon. But if this look at the gold lead, it just dwindled down so much there. This is exactly what's happening. This Master Yi is taking over the game, and as Green Eggs, you kind of want to start ending this team. You want to group as 5. You want to force them to. You just want to force them to take fights because these two members are so weak, and your Irelia is so strong that you can win a 5v5, and your Katarina too.
They are looking for
Nice
this. Irelia does manage to get the stun, but Zeri is here now as well. There's a 2v1. Irelia is looking to turn this. Ignite ticking down onto Irelia. They are looking to fight here. Ultimates are still available. Having to flash away. And that is great. Great Vanguard's edge to disengage. And now we do see multiple members of Green Eggs responding to this. Wukong is around. Does have the Cyclone available. Renata's here as well. Great Cyclone. Managing to get first strike. And now Yone is going to go down with Flash as well. And look, they're just going for the Zeri as well. Zeri no longer has that. And Katarina.
But look at this team. They're taking Baron.
And
they're taking Baron.
Yummi Yi can just
Yummi Yi is taking Baron.
Yummi Yi can just duel this. They
But
do have to restore.
have
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We saw what happened last game when something like this happens. They are still duoing this, but
Oh no!
No
way this ends like this.
Okay, they do take that inhibitor tower. They will take this inhib as well. Baron is secured. The Veigar does manage to get that a great solo kill onto the Xayah. No fun, but one. Yeah, they do have the Baron recall here, and they managed to take one inhib tower. Overall, that was a huge macro play by Green Eggs. Sure, they lost the Baron, but that is an inhibitor plus Nexus turret down this early in the game for EggsonToast. This early in the game. And Green Eggs need that, especially considering that early wins is their win condition.
Honestly, that was a very good trade there coming out from EggsonToast. I mean, good understanding. You can take the. You can take. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I was so scared. I thought it was gonna end too, but I mean, as EggsonToast, you can say, okay, we'll take this trade. But obviously, they lost more than what they wanted to. But they will obviously take this trade and put one of those weaker side lane carries over to take care of that lane, because that will definitely always be pushing with the super minions. So you definitely want this Yone, this Zeri over at that bot lane to match the pressure, because there is no Baron, that they can take, because it is just taken down. So this is actually very interesting. The gold is now in favor of EggsonToast. 100 gold, sure, but that is insane. It's just all on this Master Yi.
There's multiple members. They might get that stun. Oh, the stun barely missed it. A movement speed from the Yummi Zoomies, keeping him safe there.
Wow.
And if that didn't happen, that might have been a very bad thing for EggsonToast.
Wow, look at that gold difference. Next member closest is 2k away from this Master Yi. So this is going to be very important. Joso is going to be the bulk of the gold and the bulk of the damage here. So Guinsoo's just been completed for this Master Yi. So as Green Eggs, you want to start grouping up. You don't want this game to go any further because Zeri just finished PD. You don't want this Yone to get the second item too, who is edging towards that Infinity Edge.
Getting caught up. Great stun by the Irelia, but the Highlander is now used by the Master Yi. They are going for this. I believe he's just dead. Vanguard's edge used, but the healing from the Master Yi, and there's not enough. There's not enough Grievous to do this, but Viego getting caught out, having to flash away, but does manage to get caught out. Great also takeover, taking out the Zeri as well. Deathload is used directly, but Zeri managing to get away. Flashing, but taking another tower shot. Great Zhonya's, but Master Yi is now here as well. Great slow by the Zeri. Bailout is used, but no takedown comes through. The Ignite does tick down onto the Zeri, but as that happened, Wukong also got a kill onto Yone? Wait, yes.
Yeah, Yone.
Yeah, Yone also fell there. So, just chaotic fights from these two teams.
It's going to be very interesting if Master Yi does go for this. There is no Highlander, though. This is going to be very interesting.
Okay, Yummi is here. Oh, Master Yi going for the Renata right away. And they managed to get that last chapter. That final chapter, rather. You have the pullback available. Root going through, but Master Yi still has the Highlander. Takes down the Xayah, and they are just... They just can't stop this Master Yi Yummi combo. This combo is disgusting. Wukong going in, but actually baiting that. Oh, what a bait! What a bait. Okay, Dragon is up. He might look for another steal here. Does not have flash this time around, but both junglers do have smite available. They do spot out the Wukong. They know he's there. Wukong going for this, but there's just so much damage. If Master Yi decides to just go onto Wukong here, Wukong is trying to take down his dragon. We'll see who wins this, but he wins this fight, and he loses his life. But Jung King showing why he is the Jung King indeed.
What is happening right now? But I mean, as Master, you should have focused on that Wukong, because
you have the damage.
You have the damage to do that. But why focus the dragon? Now Green Eggs is now on. I mean, on Soul Point there. So this is gonna be a very interesting game. But the gold is over at the side of this Master Yi. 3K gold lead for this EggsonToast squad. I mean, Wukong is starting to look scary here. This is probably looking like Wukong's L. Let's not cast or curse this just yet. But this Master Yi has 4 items, and Wukong is just finished. Is just building his 3rd. This is crazy right now, and like. We just saw, we saw the Trust Your Sense fall on the Veigar, but we haven't seen a full-on 5v5 team just yet. But you saw 1v3. I mean, 2v3. We get granted that's a Yummi, but 2v3 against those members, and Master Yi just almost cleared them all. This is crazy right now.
Irelia trying to catch up to Yone. Stun does not go through. Yone still has a lot of his cooldowns available. Blade of Linking proc and getting that ultimate onto Irelia, but Irelia's directly on him. Now using the Vanguard's Edge, no more shield bow for the Yone as well, and managing to take him and loses his flash in the process as well, losing everything. That Irelia, huge pick for her, and this is now going to be a 4v fight, assuming there is a big team fight that comes along. Baron is in a minute and 20. Yone will respawn in time for that, but it looks like they might look for something here. Highlander is available for this Master Yi. No stuns available, but Wukong is fishing here. Okay, no, he wasn't fishing. They have no vision of this. Wukong might look for something, goes over. They managed to bait out the Master Yi, and great use. First use of the stick, but they are looking for a lot of damage. And Master Yi, he does manage to get, and he gets taken down by the Xayah. There's too much damage. Bailout is being used. Wukong might take down here, but Zeri is kiting this like crazy. And we do see Zeri. Oh, Zeri has been activated. Zeri has been activated. We thought that it was over when Master Yi was taken down, but they have a secondary carry in this Zeri. Oh my god.
This is exactly what we were talking about. Yes, sure, the Zeri has never been on... I mean, the Yummi has not been on the Zeri just yet, but look at this. This is a 1 in 10 Yone, and they are still able to win a 4v5 with just 2 of these carries. So that's how important this late game is for them to just end. But this is going to be very difficult for them, because this Master Yi is just going to keep getting bigger. And as well as the Zeri, who, mind you, is 2 and 6. But 2 items completed once that edge is through, or that Lord Dominic's even. This is gonna be very, very difficult for Green Eggs to close out, because this is the time where EggsonToast is online, and you can see there the Master Yi just pretty much took 2 people down, 2 people down almost before even going down, and the Zeri with fully stacked lethal tempo and a Yummi, we saw what it was able to do, and we were reminded why PentaIsMine has this Zeri. It's because of that. But now with Baron being up and the inhib being exposed, they can try to look for a 5v5 here and then go for a quick end here. But then there you go, they're trying to fight.
It looks like they do have a lot of vision. They know that this is happening. They aren't available. Zeri is still really far away. Yone's on the opposite side of the map, but they are respecting the fact that Master Yi is there. But wow, that is a lot of respect for Master Yi. This is a 5v3, and they still decided to back off. They know how much damage the Master Yi can do. They do also notice the side lane pressure that Yone is bringing, but will we see EggsonToast start this instead? We do see
now they're starting it.
Yeah, and we know that they can. Oh, that Baron is just losing HP like it's nothing. It's just gone. I don't think they can respond in time. Wukong is trying to go in. Flashes in as well. Is he going to outsmite the... No! He steals it! He steals it! He actually steals it! Okay.
Yo, this is a different champion from last tournament. You know, last year there was a meme. I dropped my bag of White Soaps because Jung King missed a lot of smile. Like, we saw it last year, you know, the tournament where they lost Baron. But now Jung King is down. They can try to push this, but they can't really go all the way in because there is that Baron enhanced minions. This Jung King
Katarina's just going for the Zeri. Zeri's getting away, but there's an ultimate used by the Yone as well. There is a lot of stuns here, but so much mobility coming out from this Katarina. There is a great stun. The Veigar just deleting Trap Ori, bringing them back to the tower. Master Yi is under tower right now, but there's just so much damage coming in. We do have the Irelia available. Great Vanguard's Edge, but Meditate being used. Catching 2 members. Nice. Deleting Katarina. Katarina has no dashes to get away from that. They could end. There are still Baron minions available, but this is a 5v3 now. Wukong is back up. They could look for a fight here, or they could even look for the end. Yone is now going in. Will they look to try to end this? It looks like they will respect it. They will back off. No ultimates available. Dragon is available. This will deny Soul, and Zeri is already there. It looks like they're going to deny Soul and keep the Dragon sacking alive for EggsonToast.
Yeah. Don't count Jung King out just yet. This could be another steal. He is on the path to the Dragon. No, Veigar. Veigar is behind there. He can go over the wall.
They're scared of this. Wukong using that first cast of Cyclone, trying to get this down. Gets that second cast, but they managed to pick him up before he has a chance to steal. He went in a little bit too early, and they were ready. After what, having 3 objectives stolen, they were ready. They were ready.
They were like, okay, let's not hit the Dragon just yet. Let's hit this monkey first. And in the end, going to get that, they do stop the Dragon Soul being picked up here for the Mountain Soul being picked up here for Green Eggs, but this is looking extremely scary for Green Eggs. This is past 30 minutes now. They are down 7k gold, and the top 2 is the carries that they were feeding the gold early. And Zeri is number 4 now in gold and is beating out the Irelia. That's how crazy this scaling is. And look at that gold lead now. This difference has just kept going up and up once we saw that Master Yi just start going and respectfully gets the red buff right there, saying nope, not yours, it's mine.
Yeah, I mean, you saw how much gold he has, 16.6k. This guy is almost full items, and I believe that's a wit's end that he's going towards for the last item, respecting the Katarina damage as well. This is going to be ridiculous.
And I mean, in the next fight, Zeri has Eye Edge and a stopwatch. So does Yone. This is EggsonToast time to shine right now, and Green Eggs should be panicking a little bit. I mean, not even a little bit. They should be panicking because this was their game to win, but they let this go on for too long, and now their carries are all activated. And yeah, in the next fight, that will pretty much decide the match. And look at this Baron play. Negative Baron play.
Renata might get caught out here. It does get caught out having a flash, but immediately taken out by the Yone.
1 in 10 Yone is activated too. 1 in 10 Yone is activated too. What is happening right now? This is honestly EggsonToast game to lose now, because this is exactly where they wanted to be. This time, this amount of items, and we're still all not talking about this Veigar. Veigar's also almost full build.
Oh, Yone, this 1 in 10 Yone. Veigar is here as well. Does not get the stun, but look at that damage, right? In the early game, it was the opposite. Master Yi is around. They might look for a tower dive here. Master Yi can reset that with Alpha Strike, and he takes Yummi with him. So, will we see them? Okay, they were fishing for a pick here. Irelia does get the stun onto 2 members, but it's just to disengage. They are going to take down this tower, and it looks like EggsonToast want to end the game with this push.
Yeah, oh my god, they can go for this. They can actually go for this full-on push, but they do not have. They're respecting it a little bit. They are
Yone ultimate catching 2 members. There's a Feather Storm used. Yone almost getting popped in return. Wukong trying to go for the Master Yi here. Master Yi is getting taken down. Master Yi falls. Katarina does manage to take him out. And Yummi falls as well. And now EggsonToast are in the back foot here. Wukong is pushing forward. Katarina does get taken out by the Veigar. Huge kill. But Irelia is still alive in this fight. Zeri is kiting this like crazy. She is kiting like a demon. But Irelia going in with that Q reset. And now we have Xayah onto Veigar. Veigar no longer has any cooldowns. Veigar has his abilities, but he does not hit anything. Irelia can chase this. Does no longer have her stacks. So far, it is a 4 for 3. And Irelia will not chase this Veigar, but what a fight from Green Eggs, keeping their hopes alive. Oh my god, this game.
I mean, they just got a little bit greedy there, not respecting the turret, and Master Yi just got blown up there in that fight. But you just saw there, Zeri is suddenly activated too, and Yone as well. Yone going all in there, taking a lot of the early damage there, but that Yone earlier before was not able to do that much damage, but just one is it Fate Sealed? Yeah, Fate Sealed just did a lot of damage there in that fight. That Yone is just doing a lot of damage too now, so this is crazy. Wit's End is completed for this Master Yi. We need to pay attention to the next fight, because the next fight is either Soul Point for EggsonToast or just Soul for this Green Eggs and Spam. They are still able to win these fights, especially at their base. But I don't think without turrets they can't really win these out, especially with cooldowns being this long and death timers being very long. EggsonToast knowing that, okay, we can't let them get this dragon because they're gonna get extra defenses. They are going towards that dragon. Meanwhile, Green Eggs and Spam are going over to this Baron, and they want to take this on as the moment it goes up. Oh, this is interesting. Kraken Slayer just got sold for the Sunfire tech. This is the way
Okay,
of
yeah.
that's gonna do a lot of damage.
He already does enough damage with the other 5 items. And it looks like they are looking for a fight here. Master, you might get picked off here. Wukong going in, using the Cyclone for his cast 2. Great final chapter to disrupt Master Yi, using that Alpha to get away. And he does not fall. Yummi for taking that first kill. Wukong going down. Now we see 2 members going down from Green Egg. 3 members going down. And Zeri is activated. Master Yi is constantly resetting, and now only Trap Ori is left. It looks like EggsonToast are going to get the win. There is a teleport incoming in. Feather Storm is still available, gets the pull back, but the ace comes through. Zeri managing to get that kill, and that's the game. EggsonToast keep this best of 3 alive. EggsonToast get the win. It is now 1-1 in the series.
Oh my god, Wukong just finally lost! Wukong finally lost!
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I mean,
my
it's still 100% presence, but Wukong has picked up his first loss. And Veigar! Wait, again, that Veigar destruction
And that
damage.
Veigar damage. We really haven't talked about Veigar as much in this game at all, but the Veigar is still one of those high carry late game damages, and we saw it. We were talking about this all scaling.